Good morning, Magic players and card collectors of all kinds. Although you guys might see this in the afternoon, but welcome to back to the channel. Crazy cool news. I checked the subscriber count this morning, and we are 3 people away from 200. I was hoping that would be like my goal for Christmas, and we might actually hit that before I even get like out of November, which is insane. So first off, I want to say welcome to all the new people. If you are here because you love Kaiba content, don't worry, there will be some Kaiba content in the middle of this video. But unfortunately today my dad is at home and I have to record in the car. And also unfortunately today, because my battery is starting to run low, I'm gonna have to do this fairly quickly. So it is Thursday, and Thursday means one thing on this channel, and that thing is new set versus old set. Now, last week the old set actually took it and tied this thing up 1-to-1, which was awesome. Because I really thought Spider-Man was just going to kind of run away with it after that first pack. And to be honest, when I opened that second pack of Spider-Man, it was looking kind of grim. But that being said, there's still probably a really solid chance that Spider-Man is going to win this series. But I have hope for Dominaria. I do love Dominaria. It is a very cool series, set. And I do like all the pack arts on Dominaria. The one thing that I really like about old school packs is a lot of them have like different art for like the packs. Like there's like 3 or 4 different styles of art, versus every new set is basically the same pack art. Every time almost. I can't think of the last time that I can remember a pack that had a variety for the new set. Did Bloomborough have different colored packs? I don't think it did. I think they were all the mouse. So yeah, it's been a really long time since Wizards of the Coast printed packs that had multiple arts. I'm a particular fan of this one, actually. I really like the bird. It looks cool. So we're going to start with Dominaria, and I'm going to rip it now, and we're going to see what they get. And then if, after that, I'm going to put a break in between the, this pack and the next pack. And during that break, you will see some cool Kaiba content. And then after that, you'll see the second pack, and that'll be the video. So here's hoping that one of these cool sets will show us something neat. First off, we got a Sapperling token. I do like the Sapperling token. I'm going to need a lot more of these for that Goblin Sapperling deck that I am trying to build. I've gotten some more inspiration for it recently, so I might go back into trying to finish it off in the near future. I haven't decided yet, though. Adventurous Impulse is 1 green. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Can reveal a creature or a land to put that into your hand, and the rest go on the bottom of your library in any order. Not bad. Dark Bargain, 3 and a black. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand, the other into your graveyard. Then it deals 2 damage to you. Which is kind of cool, because if you actually have a way to prevent taking damage for a turn, this will do actually nothing to you, which is pretty awesome, actually. So I think that's even better than the Adventurous one. And the Adventurous one's pretty good. Unwind, 2 and a blue. Counter target non-creature spell. Untap up to 3 lands. That's pretty good too. That is pretty dang good. Especially if you have like a way to like, let's see if I put this in my, for example, that red, blue, white, I'm trying to remember the name of the bird, but I can't remember the name of the bird. The deck that has all the offspring tokens stuff going on. If I put this in there, I could probably use the 1 land to turn this into a spell that would have Convoke, and then I would only have to pay 1 blue, and I'd get to untap 3 lands. So that's pretty advantageous. Adamant Will, 1 and a white. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains indestructible until end of turn. So far, I'm loving this pack. Warlord's Fury, 1 red. Creatures you control gain 1st strike until end of turn, and you draw a card. What? Sorcery speed, but still an amazing card. All your creatures get it? That's crazy for 1. 4 and a green for a spider that is a 3/5 with reach. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but I do need more spiders for my Shelob deck when I build that, so I'm going to put that mid, though. Fungal Infection, 1 black. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Create a Sapperling. I'm going to put that as mid, too. Jousting Lance, 2. Equip creature gets +2/+0 as long as it's your turn. Equip creature's 1st strike. Equip 3. A little expensive for the equip, but I do like the 1st strike, so I will put that top. Bailiff Gorger, 2 and 2 green for a 4/4 with kicker 4. That's an expensive kicker. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters on it. If it entered with 4+1/+1 counters on it, that'd be kind of fun for the flavor, but I still think that's not bad. I'm gonna admit it though. If it had trample or something, I would definitely top it, but that is really expensive to get it to a 7/7. Call the Cavalry. 3 and a white. Create 2 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance. Nice. A little expensive, but I do like my tokens. So yeah. So far, nothing bad. Sorcerer's Wand. Equipped creature has tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. If it's a wizard, it gets to deal 2 damage instead. Equip 3. That's mid at best. That might almost be the first bad card in this pack. Merfolk Trickster. 2 blue for a 2/2 with flash, and when it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. It loses all abilities until end of turn. I like that. That's fun. I don't know how I'm going to fit it into my Merfolk deck, but it's definitely going in there somehow. Warcry Phoenix. Nice. I do want more Phoenixes. I'm not sure what the plural of Phoenixes is. Does anyone know what the plural is? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, I want to build a Phoenix deck eventually that's red-black. I do have a legendary Phoenix that I want to build it around. 3 and a red for a 2/2 flying haste. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay 2 and a red. If you do, return this thing from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. Nice. Jonah! Ooh! That is a huge hit! That is a mega hit! I've pulled this once before, but I am super stoked to have 2 copies of this. 1 blue, red, and white, so it's not too expensive for a 4/3. Comes in with flying, and you can pay Wooburg rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. Now, recently I learned that there's actually going to be an infinite, not infinite combo, what is it? It's like you get omniscience essentially on the field. If you can combine this with one of the new avatar cards that says, it's the Ang that flips over and it says that your spells don't cost Wooburg. So if these two are on the field together, basically you can play anything from your hand for free, which is crazy cool. So I am stoked to have pulled a second one of those. Island and... oh yeah, the Sapperling. Alright, well that's the first half of the video, and to be honest, I think that might be the winner, but we'll see what Spider-Man has next. Come on! It's lunchtime. Daddy's making a sandwich. Daddy often makes sandwiches. Daddy does that because he doesn't have to use spices and stuff, so it's not supposed to smell. But then the Buddy Perry still gets upset and leaves anyways every time Daddy tries to make a sandwich. Oh well. That means you guys get to see some of me. And while you get to see some of me, you get to also see me enjoy some of this delicious cheese. Daddy said I can have it a little bit now, a little bit later. And I love it so much. It's my favorite. Look at me. Look how excited I am. Put that cheese down, Daddy. Put that cheese down. Yay! Is that yummy in your tummy? Yeah. What do you mean that's not enough? Daddy, feed me more. Feed me more. Oh no, the phone's ringing. Hold on a second. Okay, it was nobody. They hung up. They said I can have a little more C for you guys. Because it's my favorite. Daddy puts it in the bowl sometimes. Sometimes I eat my puppy food with it. Daddy, show the humans how awesome I am. Put some in my puppy food, too. Alright, but this is it for now. Until I get my sandwich. Then you can have a little bit more. Alright. Kaiba and I both hope you guys have enjoyed these few cheesy minutes with Kaiba between the 2 pack of card openings. And in a few moments, I will let you guys go back to watch the 2nd pack opening. But it's always nice to see Kaiba eat. Good boy. Can you say bye-bye to the humans for now? Say bye-bye, humans? No? Alright. I hope that's recording the right way. Says it is, but I'm not sure. Anyways, we're back for the Spider-Man half of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Puggy content, whatever it was that I threw in there. I'll probably film something with Kaiba when I get home. I have to go to the grocery store after I finish filming this video, and then get home and take care of the baby. And I'm just going to chill for the rest of the day because I've decided I'm taking a mental health day tomorrow after everything I've been through this week. Spider-Man needs a pack trick, right? Yeah, Spider-Man needs a pack trick. Okay. So there's a token there, so we'll put the token, and then there should be a land, and then there should be 2 really cool cards, maybe a 3rd? I can't remember for sure. Is there a 3rd usually? No. Okay. And then all these should be uncommons, and then that should be that. Okay, here we go. We got ourselves, starting off with a legendary. Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. 4 in a red for a 5/4 with Menace. Dinosaur villain, pay 1 in a red, discard this card until end of turn. Target creature you control gets +3/+1 and becomes a dinosaur in addition to its other types. I mean, it's okay, but it's not an amazing legendary by any means. Yuri Gravestone, 2. When this thing enters, draw a card, pay 1 in a black, sacrifice it, mill 4 cards, then you can put a creature from among them into your hand. In the right deck, that's kind of cool, but for the most part, that's kind of lame, too. The drawing of the card's the best part of that card. I'll put it top just for the card draw, so I don't have people too upset with me, but I don't think that's a good one. Oscorp Research Team, 3 in a blue for a 1/5, and you have to pay 6 in a blue to draw 2 cards. No thank you. Kapow, 2 in a green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It fights target creature an opponent controls. I'm not the hugest fan of fight spells, but at least it's not too expensive to put that into play. Okay, keeping them balanced on the other leg seems to be a challenge. Oop, don't want to lose the Joda. So we're just going to try and shift things around a little bit here. There we go. Okay, that's better. Want to make sure you guys can still see. Joda is definitely the card to beat so far, along with, I think, the Merfolk Trickster. And then there was a whole bunch of stuff at the beginning that was really good. So yeah. Anyways, Daily Bugle Reporters, 3 in a white for a 2/3. When it enters, choose one. Either put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, or return target creature with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. It's not terrible, but again, the expense is just crazy. Second legendary of the pack, Spider-Man, Brooklyn Visionary, 4 in a green for a 4/3 with web swinging 2 in a green, so at least you can get it in cheaper. When it enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Okay, that's pretty decent for landfall. That is pretty decent for a landfall deck. I will top that one. That is much better than the last legendary, even though I like dinosaurs. Pumpkin Bombardment, black or red. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card or pay 2. This thing deals 3 damage to target creature. I'm still not of the fan that this should get to go in a mono black deck or a mono red deck, but apparently some people are starting to be won over. I didn't get a chance to watch the video yet, but I've heard that Josh Lee Kwai has kind of shifted in his position on the debate, and I'm a little sad about that because I was hoping he would stick with it. He's usually a pretty good voice that people will follow, and I'm worried a lot of people will start to agree with whatever he's presented. And I mean, maybe he might have a point. Like I say, I haven't watched it yet, so I can't really judge it, but I'm just saying, from my personal perspective, I think it'll screw the game up royally if we start doing that. Somebody made a point the other day that really sent it home for me. Could you imagine if, I think it was, is it Emrakul? Or it might be Emrakul, but remember that the most recent Eldrazi commander deck for Modern Horizons 3, the commander of that one? Basically, you could put that into any deck you want if you theoretically chose to, because it is colorless plus all those colors. So you could put it into any monocolor deck, you could put it into a colorless deck, you could put it into whatever you want. And that just seems insane. Anyways, the bomb armament is not terrible, but I'm going to put it there because of the discarding thing. I'm not really super fond of that. Okay, Joda, stop falling over. Costume Closet. 1 in a white. Enters with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Tap to move a +1/+1 counter to a target creature you control at sorcery speed. Whenever a modified creature you control leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on this. That's decent. That is really good, actually. I'm going to top that for sure. If you can blink that, that's pretty good, first off. But moreover, I'm thinking about the idea that if you could proliferate that, you're going to be so happy. Scorpion Seething Striker. 3 in a black for a 3/3 with Death Touch. That's a good start for me. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, target creature you control connives. I do like that. Rhino Barreling Brute. The legendaries just keep coming. 3, 2 red, and 2 green for a 6/7 Vigilance Trample Haste. That's beefy. When this thing attacks, if you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater this turn, you get to draw a card. Amazing Acrobatics. 1 and 2 blue. I must have went too far in my flipping. Counter target spell or tap 2 target creatures. Choose one or both. Not bad. Not bad. There's our treasure. Our hollow is... Oh, and the other side of our treasure was a spider token. Cute. Our hollow is... Oh, nope, that's a swamp. Full art swamp again. I got another spider web one. That's 2 spider web swamps I've gotten. I haven't pulled any other lands so far. The hollow's an eerie gravestone. Okay, I'm not going to keep 2 up there. So this one can go down here, and this one can go there. And our final card of the pack is... Craven's Last Hunt. 3 and a green. Mill 5 cards. When you do this, Saga deals damage equal to the greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard to target creature. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I'm probably not going to play that. That's a lot of, like, okay, but is it really worth 3 and a green to get into play? And are you going to get to the 3rd step? I mean, a lot of people probably won't care about that 2nd step, but they probably will stop you from playing the 3rd part if they can. Honestly, I don't know. I'm torn. I think Costume Closet might be the best pull of the day. The legendaries were okay. The 3 that are at the top here. The dinosaur one, yeah, it was the dinosaur one. Costume Closet's definitely the best card in this pack. I'm not sure if it's better than everything we pulled over here, though. Comparison. It might be a tie today. I'm going to call it... I'm honestly going to call it a tie, I think. I think I'm going to call it a tie for now. You guys can argue with me in the comments. I'm sure Snoop, you will have an opinion. And anybody else who's watching, I would love to hear your opinions as well. Not just Snoop's, but I always love to hear Snoop's as well. And if need be, I will put it to a poll. But for now, I'm thinking that this is tied going into round 4 at 2 apiece. All right. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I'm probably down to the last 10% of my battery, so I might have got really lucky and made it in time. And with that said, from Kaiba at home and I in the car, much love to you all. Have a great Thursday. Bye.